Hey everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. Well, it has been a busy week here at the store between the release of Taylor Swift's new album and the announcing of the Record Store Day Black Friday 2025 list. But we're still going to take a few minutes to lay out some of the key releases vinyl-wise for this upcoming week. As always, just the highlights, but if you'd like to see that full list, all you have to do is head over to our website at radiowasteland.com. From there, look for the upcoming releases link, click on that, and you'll see the full list of everything that there is to see for this upcoming week. One other note on the Record Store Day Black Friday list, by the way, you can check out our in-depth exploration of this on our podcast, Two Guys Talking About Records. We'll have a link to that at the end of this video if you'd like to check out my and Steve Carlson's thoughts on this new RSD-BF list. For now, though, let's dive into the new releases expected for Friday, the 10th of October, 2025. And we're kicking off with a live one from Sammy Hagar. This is called Sammy Hagar and the Best of All Worlds Band, The Residency. Now, this is a double LP, and it's on colored vinyl, being called Amplified Lime and Reverb Blue. Cool stuff. But this is Sammy Hagar's new live album, and it captures the Best of All Worlds Band at his residency at the Las Vegas run at the Dolby Live at Park MGM. Featuring Van Halen classics, deep cuts, and fan favorites, this album showcases Sammy alongside Michael Anthony, Joe Satriani, and Kenny Aronoff. It's the sound of rock legends firing on all cylinders. So Sammy Hagar and the Best of All Worlds Band, The Residency, recorded live in Las Vegas, double LP on colored vinyl. This one coming in at a suggested list price of around $40. New stuff also from Public Enemy. This is called Black Sky Over the Projects, Apartment 2025. Our description says that under the darkness of the black sky, Public Enemy returns to shed some light. After a 5-year hiatus, Chuck D and Flava Flav returned to the scene with a brand new Public Enemy album, bringing their always insightful commentary over rugged and shape-shifting beats. The red and the black and the green machine is back to clean up the scene. This one looks like it's coming on black vinyl only. Black Sky Over the Projects, Apartment 2025. New stuff from Public Enemy. $30 is the suggested list price. New stuff also from the Dropkick Murphys, 2 versions of For the People. Our description says that on Dropkick Murphys' 13th studio album, the stories run deep, the memories push hard, and the joy remains infectious. Across this album's 12 songs, the Boston punk band pushed the same kind of joy one might celebrate with family and friends, and even when the moods are sad and pensive. So again, brand new stuff from Dropkick Murphys For the People. The black vinyl version of this standard looks like it comes with a poster. Double LP listing for about $45. And then there is an indie exclusive, as we see here, on Jade Green vinyl. This one also a double LP, and it also comes with a poster. $46 is the suggested list price for that one. Looking for some Better Days? Here's a brand new one from Yellowcard. It's called Better Days, actually. A couple of different versions of this one as well. Our description says that Yellowcard returns with Better Days, their first full-length album since reuniting. Known for their distinctive mix of punchy pop punk and melodic violin, this band rose to prominence with the multi-platinum Ocean Avenue and continued to evolve with acclaimed releases like Lights and Sounds and Paper Walls. Better Days, by the way, stands out as some of their most compelling work to date. It's energetic, tight, and emotionally resonant. This also has tracks that stand out with guests like Avril Lavigne and the Alkaline Trio, and the description goes on to say that this album feels both grounded in Yellowcard's legacy and refreshed by some new voices. Better Days, brand new stuff from Yellowcard. The regular version of this is coming on blue-colored vinyl and lists for about $30. And then there is an indie exclusive as well coming on pink and yellow splatter-colored vinyl. This one coming in at a suggested list price of $30. New stuff next from The Antlers. The description says that this beloved band and recording project of Peter Silberman have announced their eagerly awaited new album, Bright, coming via Transgressive Records. This is the first new studio album in over 4 years and being released on a couple of different vinyl variations. Blight is its name, and the standard edition is coming on pink-colored vinyl, listing for about $30. And then there is an indie exclusive expanded version coming on blue and yellow-colored vinyl, this one listing for about $40. But again, brand new stuff. The album's called Blight, coming from The Antlers. Up next is something called Fatal Optimist from the artist Maddie Diaz. The description says that 3-time Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Maddie Diaz is known for searing explorations of romance and has created her most powerful statement to date. This album is raw and stripped down, Fatal Optimist is Maddie at her most intimate and most bold. A couple of versions of this one as well. The standard black vinyl version is coming in at a suggested list price of $28. And then Fatal Optimist from Maddie Diaz, the indie exclusive, coming on opaque turquoise vinyl. This one listing for about $31. Look carefully at the cover of this next one. It is not a reissue of an old Disney sound effects record. Not indeed. This is called Chilling, Thrilling Hooks and Haunted Harmonies, the Big Stir Records Holiday Grimoire. Double LP. It's a cool cover. I can't get away from that. The description says that Chilling, Thrilling Hooks and Haunted Harmonies features 21 artists from that label's acclaimed roster. And they're proud to announce the indie rock and pop event of the 2025 Halloween season. So this various artists double LP coming from Big Stir Records, by the way, features a gatefold album. You open it up and there's actually a playable game inside of the record, kind of, again, mimicking that old Disney one, which had kind of the same look and feel. But this is indie pop stuff. So again, Chilling, Thrilling Hooks and Haunted Harmonies, the Big Stir Records Halloween Collection, this one listing for $45. Finally on the new release front is some, well, newer stuff, but it's an older discovery. This is the lost recordings coming from the Blues Brothers, and it's coming on Royal Blue Vinyl. Now, this is a recently rediscovered collection of 13 unreleased live recordings made by John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, aka the Blues Brothers, unearthed from John Belushi's personal vault by Judy Belushi Pisano. This album will feature the original Blues Brothers band and includes songs like Welcome, Hey Bartender, Green Onions, amongst many others, and is being released to coincide with the 45th anniversary of the Blues Brothers movie and a brand new graphic novel. Very cool stuff. The lost recordings from the Blues Brothers, recorded way back in their heyday. Blue vinyl, this one coming in at a suggested retail price of $32. Onward now to the reissue scheduled for the 10th of October. And we have got a big one coming from Tom Petty. This is a one-step reissue of Wildflowers. Our description says that in a career full of great albums, Tom Petty fans call Wildflowers a masterpiece. It's likely his most acclaimed album. And now this album is being given the one-step treatment. Again, this is a ultra high-quality, high-fidelity version of this album. This double LP box is being strictly limited to 6,000 numbered copies. So again, the Warner one-step high-fidelity version of Tom Petty's Wildflowers double LP. This one comes at a price tag, though, as all of these high-fidelity reissues go. $125 is the suggested list price here. We're also getting a reissue of the Grateful Dead's Blues for Allah. This is a 50th anniversary remastered edition. Two versions of this, one a standard vinyl version, this one coming in at about $25 suggested list price. But because the album work really lends itself to it, we're getting a picture disc version of this as well. By the way, both of these have been remastered by Grammy Award-winning engineer David Glasser from the original analog tapes. And it says in our notes here that it has got some speed correction and tape restoration going on in here as well. But Blues for Allah, the 50th anniversary remaster from the Grateful Dead, standard black, as we said, coming in at $25, and the picture disc version as a suggested list price of $30. Speaking of 50th anniversaries, here is one from Patti Smith and her Horses LP. Our description says that this release will feature the iconic original album remastered directly from the original quarter-inch master tapes, and will include previously unreleased outtakes and rarities, including Patti Smith's 1975 RCA audition tape. So the release of Horses, this 50th anniversary, will feature 8 never-before-released songs, such as Snowball and Birdland, an alternate take, along with the other RCA demos. Double LP, so it is expanded, Patti Smith's Horses, 50th anniversary edition on black vinyl. This one coming in at a suggested list price of about $36. Here's a live one from Dolly Parton, Dolly Live in London. And our description says that this is Dolly Parton's iconic 2008 live concert recorded in London at the O2 Arena, now being made available on vinyl for the very first time. So this release brings together her classic hits and fan favorites. The double LP black vinyl version of this is coming in at a suggested list price of $30. Up next on the reissue front is a remastering and expanded version of Naked Eyes and their self-titled Naked Eyes. If you're unfamiliar, our description says that Naked Eyes is the British new wave band best known for their 1983 hit, Always Something There to Remind Me. It was a synth-pop cover of a Burt Bacharach and Hal David standard, which became a top 10 hit for Naked Eyes here in the U.S. This expanded reissue includes the original album reissued on vinyl for the first time, and newly remastered, but it also has a second LP of B-sides and remixes done by legendary producer Jelly Bean, and this includes a version of Promises, Promises with additional vocals by Madonna, as well as a demo of a previously unreleased song. This collection is pressed on double LP blue vinyl housed in a gatefold jacket and has got some other goodies in there, including a 12-page booklet. Naked Eyes, the expanded remastered edition on blue vinyl, coming in at a suggested list price of $41. We've got a couple of cool reggae releases coming from Culture Factory USA. Both of them are on colored vinyl. First up is the Scatolites, coming on bright green vinyl. And our description says that the Scatolites are a ska band from Jamaica. They played initially between 1963 and 65 and recorded many of their best-known songs in that period, including the Guns of Navarone. They also played on records by Prince Buster and backed many other Jamaican artists at that time, including Bob Marley and the Wailers on their first single, Simmer Down. This band, by the way, reformed in 1983 and have played together ever since. So the Scatolites on bright green vinyl, $30 is the suggested list price for that one. And then on the reggae side of things, we have got one from Toots and the Maytals. This is Reggae Best. And our description says that the Maytals, known from 1972 through 2020 as Toots and the Maytals, are a Jamaican musical group, one of the best-known ska and rocksteady vocal groups. The Maytals were formed in the early 1960s and were key figures in popularizing reggae music. This one also on colored vinyl, coming in at a suggested list price of $30. Speaking of anniversaries, we have got a 50th anniversary for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, both the original motion picture and the accompanying soundtrack. Been reissued many times, but this one is kind of cool. Limited red and gold vinyl pressing. The original soundtrack to the 1975 film, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, which in itself was an adaptation of a 1973 musical, The Rocky Horror Show. So the original movie soundtrack was released on Ode Records in 1975 and is now celebrating its historic 50th anniversary. So to do that, Ode Records is releasing the original soundtrack remastered and pressed on this dual colored vinyl. So this 50th anniversary on red and gold vinyl of the Rocky Horror Picture Show original motion picture soundtrack, coming in at a suggested list price of $28. And finally, how about a Halloween reissue? This is a fun one, and I can't wait to break mine out to spin when this comes out. It's the Return of the Living Dead original soundtrack. This one coming on a green and black marble-colored vinyl. Our description is fun. It says there are zombies, and then there are brain-eating zombies, and then there's the Return of the Living Dead. So this was the film where brain-eating zombies got their first lease on, well, life. That film originally came out in 1985 and was kind of a more slapstick version of the horror formula of zombies that had been going on for quite some time at that point. But this one had a killer music soundtrack to it as well. It's featuring some of the greatest punk and death rock bands of that era, including the Cramps, 45 Grave, the Flesh Eaters, the Damned, and Rocky Erickson, the Jet Blackberries, TSOL, and SSQ. This is a 40th anniversary vinyl reissue of this classic soundtrack, and as we mentioned, it's coming on limited edition sickly green and black toxic waste vinyl, limited to 1,000 rabid copies. Brains. What a great B movie that is, and what a fantastic, cool 80s punk-ish soundtrack we've got going on here. Return of the Living Dead, the original soundtrack on that green and black colored vinyl. $36 is the suggested list price for that one. And that is a quick check of some of the releases headed our way for Friday, October 10th, 2025. If you're local and you see something you'd like us to pre-order for you, just contact us here at the store. And as always, if you'd like to see that full list, head over to our website at radiowasteland.com. Look for that upcoming releases link. Click on that. You'll see the full list of everything that there is scheduled for the 10th. Same thing goes there. If you'd like something off of that larger list, just contact us here at the store and we'll put that pre-order in for you as well. And don't forget also on our podcast, Two Guys Talking About Records, we will cover in depth the Record Store Day Black Friday 2025 list. Myself and Steve Carlson, we do that podcast each and every week. You can find that on Spotify and right here on our YouTube channel as well. So until next time, this is Jim from Radio Wasteland. Thanks so much for being here.